Hi folks, Bob Krebs, Sales Manager with Pure Pursuit Automotive, here this evening to show you our newest acquisition, this beautiful 2012 Mercedes Benz ML63 AMG. It's got the performance package and this is one beautiful sport vehicle. It's got a big engine, 5.5 liter bi-turbo, 32 valve V8 with a again, with the performance package on it as well. This is a very immaculate engine compartment. It's been well maintained, taken care of by the individual that previously owned it. And again, the Mercedes big emblem up front here, which I absolutely love, and a whole lot of space for all that air that engine eats. It's got bi-xenon headlamps, which make driving an absolute pleasure at night because you can not only see, but you can see further in the distance than you can with normal headlighting. Coming around to the edge of the vehicle here, you can see this beautiful silver color, the platinum silver color that the vehicle has. Got 21-inch, 5-spoke aluminum wheels with the big red caliper brakes that kind of offset that silver and black beautifully with the disc brakes. And again, you've got the V8 bi-turbo identification sport badging there as well. The interior, you got all leather interior with, I think, what's absolutely beautiful white stitching here to offset that. You got the Designo interior that goes along with that with the white stitching up here as well. Lots of space back here in the back seat. I'm 6'5" and I fit back here very comfortably. And again, leather seating through all with the white stitching. And you've got the individual controls back here for the passenger compartment as well as the front. So the people in the back here can control their heat or their air conditioning as they so desire from the rear of the vehicle, which really makes for a comfortable ride. You've got a walk-through seat here that basically the seat will come completely forward, and also this area back here will open up and allow you to put things through there so you can carry things that are normally a little bit too long to carry inside of a vehicle back here. You've got your speaker back here on this side for the rear speaker. You've got an emergency kit back here on this side, additional 12-volt adapters back here. And should you need it, you've got a spare tire back here that is in this compartment, along with all the equipment that is necessary to be able to change that should you need to at some point in time. Got your mats here, and this is kind of a container compartment here, so things, again, that you store back here don't roll around and roll out or get caught, and certainly if you've got a liquid that spills or anything like that, it's going to contain that. It's also got your rear view camera, which is up here, that gives you the ability to see everything that is behind you when you're backing. And when you're done here with the vehicle and you decide, let's say you've got a handful of groceries or you've only got one hand to be able to use, you just touch this and it closes automatically. And it will seal shut, so that way you don't have to worry about coming back later and finding it open. So this ML63 is already warmed up and ready to go, so we're going to go ahead and take it for a test drive now. So I'm going to give you just a little bit of a tour here of all the instrumentation, how it works, and kind of what it does. We'll start on the left side here with essentially the three main indicators in the front here, which is on the far left side there, the speedometer, which gives you your indication in miles per hour. And in the center of this gives you several different settings that you can look at the mileage, how many miles you've got to empty, et cetera, et cetera. It gives you the temperature, which now is a beautiful 71 degrees in Kansas City. And of course, on the right side, your tachometer and the temperature gauge as well. So the steering wheel here has redundant controls that the center console has, so that you can operate essentially everything from the vehicle that you're needing, from the radio control volume to the radio station finder to the navigation system to the cruise control, to the Bluetooth telephone system right here from the steering wheel. You've got paddles here also, which I'll get into and explain a little bit, because they're essentially shifters. And what that does is it converts this vehicle from what is an automatic vehicle into a 7-speed manual. The left side being downshifter to take it down in gear, the right side taking it up in gear as you shift, and you can do it from right here. So that's the paddles. You'll get to see those in just a little bit. We're going to go to the center console here. You've got your view screen right here, which gives you a lot of information. We're going to start off with, first of all, what it's already on, which is the radio system, where you can program whatever channel that you want in here. And of course, you've got the sound that you can tune up from here, or that you can control from here and turn it down or up, however you decide you want it. You've also got the navigation system, which we just went into a second ago. You got your clock here, to where you can tell what time it is if you decide you just want a regular clock or an analog display as well. It's also got a video system, and of course, as I said earlier, you can change all your settings and set them as you please. It's got a Bluetooth system that's ready for connection, that whenever you're ready to sync your phone up to it, you can utilize it to be able to talk to people from within your vehicle here, essentially through the stereo system, which is pretty cool. Again, you got a CD that we talked about, CD player with a 6-disc location, so that you can put 6 discs and play them while you're driving, so you don't have to continue to change CDs as you're going along. So, and again, as I said, you've got a lot of options with this particular vehicle here as far as comfort. We've got the climate control in the vehicle here now, which enables you to, the driver can set it for whatever temperature he or she wants from this side, set it to automatic, and of course recirculate or non-circulate the air. And of course you can set that up to higher heat or lower heat, obviously, or just take it off of auto completely. Passenger also has the capability of being able to be completely separate from the driver. If he or she gets a little bit colder, they can set it warmer, and conversely from the driver. So that way both can have the same type of comfort levels that they wish at the same time. You've got your air conditioning center there. Rear defrost, front defrost obviously is utilized from the front there when you hit that. You can control the airflow down here as far as whether you want diffused air, medium, focused air. You got your fan here where you can set your controls, whether the fan is higher and or lower. And of course, obviously you've got your center console section here. You got a little bit of area here where you can put store some things, sunglasses and things like that, in addition to the sunglass carrier up here. And then you got a beverage carrier right here, along with a little utilize it either as a cigarette lighter or a 12-volt adapter to be able to plug your computer or any other electronic equipment you've got. It also has the different settings, modes here for the vehicle that you want to set it in, whether it's in the comfort mode or the sport mode, etc. You've got essentially, this is a traction control for the vehicle as well, so that you can utilize that on particularly, like, let's say, a steep grade. And then you've got this, which stiffens the suspension of the vehicle, allowing you to be able to have higher or lesser performance as you're driving the vehicle, depending upon the terrain that you're driving in or the type of roadway you're driving on. So again, lots of space up here, very, very comfortable to be in. You got a center console also here that opens up, and you've got some connectors here inside, which enables you to be able to use several different types of equipment. You've got a USB port, and of course you've got the storage that goes in the back here also. Should you decide you want an additional area there that you can put some supplies or some CDs or anything else, you can put that in there as well. So we'll go ahead and move on to the left section over here, which is the driver's door, which gives you the manual control of how you're setting your seat. The seat, obviously the controls are right in here for the front, back, the back of the seat, going backward and forth. And of course you can set 3 different settings here, whether you're using just a manual to set it originally, or let's say you have a husband and wife, and the husband's 6'5" and the wife is 5'10", and each has different leg lengths and different comfort levels. So the husband may want, or the wife may want to set hers at number 1, the husband wants to set his at number 2. So that way each time they get in the vehicle, they don't have to fumble with the seat for 5 minutes trying to get it back in that just perfect setting for them. It's already done for them by just pressing that particular numeral, 1, 2, or 3, or whatever setting they're on. Then we have the windows over here. You got the mirror control, which you can, once you depress that, you can control the driver's mirror, moving the mirror up, down, or side, and switching it to the other side to the passenger mirror as well. And then each of these are your power windows, front, back, and of course your lock and unlock of the vehicle here. You got your trunk, which is in this case the back door that pops open on the vehicle that you can open from here, which has got that manual, or you can open it from the outside of the vehicle once you've got a proximity key in proximity to it. So we're going to take a look now up here. We've got a sun/moonroof here. So once this is open, you've got all of this nice open space up here with that can either be utilized glassed in as you're driving, protecting you from the elements, or should you so desire, it's got an auto feature where just a touch of a finger and it opens it so that you can have the open space up here as well. It's got an air deflector, which basically keeps that air and noise from whistling into the vehicle and or blowing into the vehicle. It kind of causes a slipstream for all that to go past it. So, and then once you decide that, let's say you've had enough of that for the day, you can hit that and it will automatically close it. And of course you can stop it at different levels on the way back, and should you decide, you can just shut that again. You got lights on each side here, one for the driver and of course one for the passenger for reading lights. And then of course you can set these at different levels, obviously, for whatever you decide that you need to be able to utilize. You've also got a sunglass holder here so that you put your sunglasses up here as you drive, and obviously the rear view mirror here. So that's pretty much the gives you an idea of what we have here in the center console of the vehicle and the cockpit. We're going to go ahead and back out now and take it downtown just a little bit here on a couple of hills and a couple of straightaways here. And I'm going to show you a little bit about how it performs. And of course, I'm going to talk a little bit about the shifter paddles here and just let you get a general look at the vehicle here. So we're going to go ahead and put it in reverse and head on out. If you take a look here, you're going to see now that it's got the rear camera turned on now. And just so you'll have an idea of how this particular camera works, I'm going to back actually toward that vehicle, obviously not hitting it, but to give you an idea of the type of sensor that you're going to hear go off should you get close to a vehicle. So let's say I'm looking here and I'm just not paying attention. I'm starting to head back toward that vehicle. It's got a radar essentially, and what that radar is going to do is it's tracking me as I edge toward that vehicle. It's going to begin warning me, which I can see now. And now I hear that tone, which is giving me an indication I'm obviously coming very close to an object. So that means I need to change my trajectory here so that I don't hit that object. So I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to restart my trajectory again for the back here so that I can back up and back away from it so that I don't hit it. So again, it's a real interactive system. Very, very easy to use, and all you have to do is put it in reverse and it comes right on. Okay, so we'll go ahead and back out of here and take this thing for a drive. And again, as I tell everyone, use this as an adjunct. Don't use it as the only piece of equipment you utilize while you're backing. Use your mirrors and cock your head around as necessary to be able to see where you're going. Don't ever go off into a space without looking back. You might back over something, somebody, or an object that could do damage to your vehicle. Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and turn here. This is a really easily handled vehicle. It's really responsive. You can literally drive it with your hands, just at 10 and 2 here, or even down in a comfortable position as you're driving along if you're driving for long distances. It's an amazing vehicle in the fact that it's got a lot of space in it. It's got a lot of performance to it as well. So it's not just an SUV type vehicle. It's a performance vehicle as well. It's got that 5.5 liter bi-turbo. So I'm going to give you an idea what that's like now in performance. Okay. That's a little bit of get up and go. If you need to accelerate, either passing or getting around several cars or trying to avoid an emergency situation, or just driving down the highway at highway speeds. Very, very comfortable, relaxing. Again, high performance vehicle, but at the same time, very maneuverable and got a lot of luxury to it as well. So, and again, as you can see here, the GPS system is tracking us as we're going along here, and gives us the opportunity to be able to set up a track to wherever you want to go, and anywhere in the world. And essentially, once you've set that, your GPS coordinates will take you right to it. I'm going to show you what paddle shifters are now. This is essentially an automatic vehicle that once you go into that mode, using the paddle shifters, you turn it into a 7-speed manual. So in this case now I'm in second gear, which you can see indicated by the center of the console there and next to the speedometer. If I drop that down, my left hand is down, right hand is up. So if I go down to first gear, it drops it down. And as I shift, there's first, click, second, click again, paddle. There's third, click again with the paddle, there's fourth, so forth and so on as you go through the gears. And again, as I said, you can convert that back to where the vehicle is operating essentially automatically, so that way you don't have to continue to shift the vehicle otherwise. And that can be controlled in the settings on the steering wheel, and of course on the center console as well. So again, a real comfortable vehicle to drive. This is a vehicle that you could drive across the country in any type of weather, whether it be across the desert, through the mountains, or across the plains for long periods of time. You got a beautiful CD system, beautiful stereo system. You got Bluetooth. You got everything as far as amenities possible in this particular vehicle. So again, fantastic vehicle, beautiful. I absolutely love this car, and you're going to love it too. So, all right. Again, you've been with Pure Pursuit Automotive tonight. I'm Bob Krebs, Sales Manager with Pure Pursuit Automotive, and this is our 2012 ML63 AMG. And I look forward to any of you who have any questions about it. Come on down, take a look at it, view it, test drive it. So I look forward to speaking with each and every one of you very soon about this beautiful vehicle. So again, that's Pure Pursuit Automotive. 816-659-3027. So talk with you soon. Thanks a lot.